on the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Justin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Working quickly here. Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans take a 6-0 lead right away. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
70 Lions. Let's go now.
Putting a receiver in motion. To throw here on 1st down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
60 Eagle.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 36. Judy there to grab it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A
are just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Escapes the pocket. And the Titans rush brings him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down at the 13-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ready to go with the second quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. Throwing now on first down. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Running for the marker on second. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Tackled back at the 7-yard line.
At the 60, at the 60. 70 range.
Shotgun now on third down. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Carlson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. Levis now against the blitz. That'll be Cox. Here's Ty Chandler. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and short yardage, Levis. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Working inside the red zone. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
One more time with ETN. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him maybe a yard on that play, Brock. Still 7 to go on 3rd and goal. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. It's the Titans with 7 to go here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Levis. Buying some time right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and goal. The Titans going with a field goal unit here. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jarvis Brownlee there to make that play. Another carry for him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one complete to Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go! Let's go! Go!
Give now to the running back. And he reaches the 35 before going out. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. Got him, man. It's Njoku. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. He's dropping back to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Offense up to the line fast. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Looking to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
22 window.
Here's ETN on 1st down. Across midfield to the 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
1st down, ball at the 36. Now toss it to ETN. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here we go, 2nd and very long. He finds Chigakonkwo for the grab. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Levis now off the play fake. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Mike 5-4. Odd. Mike 5-4.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
22 read. Like zero.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play. Second down now, 7 to go.
Like 49. Like 49. Kneel. Down, 49, Rita.
He'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Like zero.
Etienne again. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Go.
Pass play coming here. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns now within 1 score in the 4th. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
He's throwing for it. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Fielded at the 7. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Levis setting to throw. Completed over the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Here's second and 14. Brought in right side. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Hand up.
He'll throw it. Finds a man right side. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They've got a man in motion. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Working quickly here. Levis from the shotgun. Hauled in left side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Titans leading by 6. First and 10 from the 41. They'll try it left with ETN. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They go right back to ETN. Another big rip for him. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans go up by 12 in the 4th. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Titans keeping their offense on the field. Love it. They're trying for 2. From the gun, Levis. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
This will end up as a touchback.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Check, Panther. Here we go, set.
Here's the handoff. Juke breaks through, and he might break away. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Set up. Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that will not be enough for a first down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Back-to-back carries here. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback? They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Titans are your winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.